Well, here I am, having had great difficulty parking at Chinyero. The drop down now is getting to the state where you can't get cars onto the parking space. We were here at 9:15. Two others arrived just after us, and they had even more trouble than I had. So we will see. Anyway, short 1.5 hour walk, not to Chinyero, going up to the Chinyero path, then turning towards Tedy, a different way. The colours and shadows on the countryside and trees were very good this morning. We were here early, so the shadows were still there, the colours were very vibrant. And of course we're now getting to the edge of this bit of track where, as you can see in the distance there, is Tedy and Vico. Well, it's quite a lovely day. There's cloud over the other side, the north side, towards the Atlantic. But as you can see, coming round this way, and there where we're looking towards Tedy. It's very nice. Right, getting towards the trees now. It was very nice in the sun, ideal for walking. Interesting view of that with the green plants and the shadows. The temperature's just dropped severely and coming into the shadows up here. But I want to get this done. The last bit is walking back with no shade, so I prefer to be back before the real sun comes up. Well, here we are. I've just started the climb. It's now a continual climb up 200 metres. We did do this before, and I suppose that way is towards Chinyero, as I'm going up there. It does join the path we walked up to before, the narrow path. It's running parallel to there and joins us further on. But it's going to get hard in a minute. Right, I've joined the path that we walked up last time. It goes up there, you can see it, and then through the trees you can see it zigzagging further up the mountain. Did have a slight panic then. I didn't get anything through the viewfinder, or on the screen. I accidentally pressed the button that changed it to viewfinder. It took me 5 minutes to sort out what I'd done, but now we're back to working again. If I was just doing Chinyero, another 100 metres just up there, we'd see me to the top of the climb. You can just see Chinyero through the trees. There you are. That's Chinyero. But in 100 metres further along this path, I'm turning right with another 100 metres to climb. So this morning, fairly good cardio workout, as you can hear. Right, time to move on. Here I am, top of the Chinyero walk, the highest point. It goes down that path there, past Chinyero. I'm going that way, about 20 metres, then turns left and goes up over that top there. We'll see how hard it is in a minute. I've been 25 minutes out now, but we're getting there. This path goes round this mountain and out the other side. I'm going to go up to the left in a minute and up that bit over the top. I have done this before because I've got a route of it, so must be possible. while I was talking to you, I didn't see this, which was only 5 metres further on, and this is a path that now goes up and over. So I'm out of breath now. I should be out of breath even more in a short time. It's now a serious climb. If you look down there, that's Chinyero. The path we normally walk on is way down there in the forest. So I'm a fair bit higher, and maybe the views will get better as I go further up. We'll see. The first flowers I've come across today, they still do have a few up here. The path is now getting a bit more difficult to see and continue to go up to the top. I'll turn this off, it's too dangerous to walk. Trying to look through a viewfinder. Well, as you can see, I'm on a fairly steep slope now. I'm on a lava run there, but the path goes up there somewhere. Virtually impossible to see it, and continues to go up even further. After a couple of deep breaths, I'll try that out. Although I have a route that says July 2021, I haven't walked this. This path is completely new to me. Going up round there, people do walk it, but not a lot. But it's let's walk down a bit. Quite lots of pine cones, thousands of them, look, all over the forest. And we are getting very high now. I'll give you another report further up the mountain. Nearly up to the top of this bit. There are some trees about, and this looks as though it may join another path. Certainly going up hard. I do remember this bit now, because I finished up walking onto the top of there, then found out I was in the wrong place. It goes that way through the trees. I need to keep looking at the GPS. I don't want to go up that hill again. It's hard work, even harder coming down. A large tree that's obviously fallen down. It's quite a big tree. Look at it. It goes off quite a way. The thing I remember about this particular path, when I finally found it, was this copse of pines. They are so densely packed, and the path that goes on up there. So the foresters don't appear to get up here to thin these out, so there'll be a bit of a problem in a few years' time. Well, I decided to stop at the top. This is supposed to be the top of the climb, so I'm not in the place. I'll move up there for water. Behind the camera, the mountain goes higher, but we're going in that direction down the side. I do remember wondering how to get to this side because it's quite pretty, and couldn't think of the path I came up, so now I'll remember. Yeah. We didn't manage to get a coffee this morning. The unsmiling man hadn't opened up when we got there, so it was a matter of just finding our way up here. Parking was horrendous, not because of this traffic, just trying to get the van off the road. Getting it back on might be another problem, but we will see that later on. We do have some of the little yellow flowers. They are nearly all dying now, but when it was all yellow, it would have been wonderful up here. But they're now dying. But they're pleasantly green all the way around. I mean, all this is green, and we're going down that track there. Now coming to the point where I start going downhill, but if you look round here, it really is, I mean, deathly silent as usual, but the forest, very different here. I mean, we're quite high up, but it's very pretty. Still, we now go around this corner. As you can see, I'm now going to start going downhill into the barranco down there, and we do pass a viewpoint. When it gets on a bit further on here, I'll walk with this for a minute. Oops, avoid falling over. At the bottom of here, the path goes straight on, but we're going to take a right turn and go down rather than into the volcano region. Well, this is the turn off. The big rocks tell us that. If you go that way, it's a much longer walk. Would be quite interesting, but not today. As you can see, the flowers are still quite yellow here. And I'm going round this way and down this hill, which is, I walk just a short distance and then switch it off. As you can see, it's a very pleasant walk, this. Unfortunately, the yellow flowers have gone, but it would have been quite nice with the yellow flowers out. But I will take some pictures further down. There are some flowers that have survived, and it is amazing, the picture here. All this would have been bright yellow a couple of weeks ago when they were all out, and I'm walking down in amongst the flowers. Not walked very often this route. A pity, because it is very nice to from point of view. It is hard to start with though. It's the path's quite rough. Obviously not walked very often because it is so rough. But further down there is a viewpoint, or not a viewpoint, a scenery point. So we'll see what that shows us of the countryside. I presume it's looking down towards Gigantes. It must be over that coast. We will see round the corner. I now remember this. This is a deep channel that has been reinforced by the foresters to take the water off the mountain, and I follow it now all the way down to the bottom. I've crossed the stream bed now, walking on the other side of the stream, or the Barranco stream goes down there. We're getting to the point where we must have a view in a minute. Let me see what we can see through the trees. Now whether that is La Palma or not, I don't know. We will see in a second. Walking down this stretch is quite nice. We're walking down towards a view out. I don't know, that's El Hierro in the distance, or La Palma. It's very difficult. It must be El Hierro and La Gomera that I can see. If I just stop for a second. That, I think, is El Hierro, and that is La Gomera. We'll see when I get a bit closer. last time I walked this view really astounded me. There is so much that you can see from here, and if I got a bit of Chinyero in the distance, you can't see the farm as far as at present, but going back there, Chinyero under the cloud there, and Chinyero further round in the distance there. Really spectacular views from up here. I missed a turn off. I was continuing my downward walk, and the good view apparently is up this path, which was on my original walk. So we're now going to find the good view, whatever that is. Well, I'm roughly at the top, not quite. I somehow lost the viewpoint, never found that. It must have been close to the one I had, but what does strike me is that there, behind that tree, ought to have a very good view. People have walked up it, there's a track there, so I'm going to wander across that and see if we can walk up that. Well, I'm not quite at the top yet, but I'll show you what I can see from here. And as we go around, there in the distance, Tidy and Chinyero. Some more peaks there, and as you can see, this is still a steep climb to the summit, which I'm going to reach in a minute. The last bit of the climb to here was horrendous. Getting down could be a challenge, but look at the view. Steady Chinyero. Coming round this way. Avoid falling off this peak if I can. We're obviously on the side of a volcano, way down there's a volcano. We're above the cloud. Can't see anything in that direction. And as you come round, there are amazing views everywhere. Beyond there, in the distance, over that 2 peaks there, again we've got Chinyero. You can just see the road down in the bottom actually. That's the road that I shall be walking down to in a minute. I haven't got to get down there yet. But down there is going down Chinyero23 way. Interestingly, right on the edge out there, over that tree, if I can find that tree. There's a tree, that tree there. You can just see the top of Chinyero. That's Chinyero in that direction. Quite spectacular. It's a pity we can't see around, we've got trees in the way, so I can't see towards La Palma. And anyway, as you can see, I'll pan back out of it, getting dizzy. There we are here. It's a magnificent view. Now I've got to try and get down, so camera off. So, well, I'm now at the top of that peak I've just been up, which is behind that tree, you can't see it. And I'm walking down through the, this is black powder dust, volcanic dust. And this path just goes down to the road, across the road for a bit, and then back to the minibus. It's now getting warm. Coming down the mountain off the top was a bit iffy. I had my stick out to full length nearly because it was so steep and full of loose scree. But it had been done before. There was one or two footprints I could use and one or two trees I could grab on the way down. 2 sticks would have been better, but that wasn't part of my plan today to go at one of them. But there we are. Well, I'm walking down now, directly in front of me. A cloud there somewhere. There we are. Top of one island. Right, let me just come back. If I go around there, and what we get is somewhere in there's another 2 islands. Not too far out. Hold it back. That tree's in the way. It's between the 2 trees there. There are 2 more peaks. Oh, there you are. There's one. Does she come round? There's the other. I'm very confused because I'm not sure now whether I'm looking at Gran Canaria, Chinyero and La Gomera, or whether I'm looking at La Gomera and La Palma. Don't know. We'll see. Now on the volcanic bit, but those are La Gomera, Chinyero and Gran Canaria, because in the very far distance out that way, a minute ago I had a view of La Palma, so you can see all the islands just about from here on a good day. Well, I'm nearly off the mountain now and on the road. It's just down here. It's supposed to be the road. As you can see, this is a bit devoid of any vegetation, but there's a bit on the other side of the road when we get there. Well, I'm now across the road. This is not the route I'm supposed to be on, but there is shade on this side. On the other side is virtually none at all. I'm out of the trees at present. As I said, the only problem with this is there's a lava field in the way further on, which caused me problems last time, and then getting back onto the road caused me problems. But we'll deal with that when we get to it. Moving further on towards the lava field, it's just in front of me now, about 100 metres. But the path I was supposed to be on crosses the road and joins this path at the side of the lava field, so it wouldn't have mattered which way. I would still have to negotiate this lava field somehow. Well, I've reached the lava field, and this is very interesting because obviously the track has been cut here. Whether this is just for cars or not, I don't know. But that's rather disturbing. And this is where I found out last time you couldn't get out onto the road. But we will continue. Well, I'm in a bit of shade provided by this massive lava flow. You can see the road is up there. You can tell by the alcove, but up there, around there, it's blocked off. The path is supposed to continue on this side of the road. We will see. Well, I decided not to cross the road and stay on this side. It's past now, getting a bit difficult. The alcove's in the way of me walking on the sides of the road safely, so I'm now on the little path that somebody's walked on this side of the alcove. The minibus is just round the next corner, but I'm not sure that we can get to it. We will see. Well, as you can see in the distance, the minibus. So it is possible to walk down the side of the road back to the minibus. It's been an interesting walk, different today. Jen wanted to know whether I could cross the road and walk anywhere by just crossing the road. I now know you can, but I don't know. Interesting. No, I can see it. There's the peak I stood on taking pictures earlier.